On a recent video, I talked about variegation of plants, and one main method is when seeds pop up and they've just got a genetic mutation and they form those variegation patterns. The other is us manipulating or trying to encourage the variegation. And here we have an example of a cordyline in full flower. Now, given that the parent has so much color, so much variety, so much interest, this is a plant worthy of pollinating with another cordyline to stimulate new colors, new varieties, and hopefully some really good variegation. But we'll look at a couple of other cordylines, for example, that are flowering in my yard, and we'll see what other potential we have in terms of pollinating and potential variegation. This is a popular cordyline that I featured in one of the previous videos. As you can see, it's flowering now, and if I use the pollen from this one and transfer the pollen to another cordyline, the potential is I can bring in those stripy red components, those elements, into a new variety, a new cultivar, and hopefully get some really nice variegation in another new sport. This one is cordyline rooster's tail. And as you can see, it's flowering. If I can use the pollen from this one and transfer it again to another flower, I potentially could adopt the foliage feature of this plant. And if I use a colored, multicolor form as the parent flower, then the potential is I can get a new variety, a cross. Here we have two other cordylines just starting to flower. A little bit too early to take the pollen from the flowers and transfer to the parent plant. But again, I look for interesting foliage features, and hopefully when the seeds germinate and they grow, I can get a new variety, an interesting cultivar. Now, I did some of this crossing about a year ago, and now I'm going to show you some of those results. This is a small example of some of the crosses I did approximately a year ago. Miscellaneous parents to produce these offsprings. Now, the new colors will not show up for about a year or two, but hoping, if I am patient, some new colors will appear soon. Now, this one is from the same crosses. Colors are starting to appear. The pink blush has started, and at this time of the year, being autumn, is the optimum time for the colors to be seen. But I still have to wait a little bit longer for the rest to color up correctly. And just looking underneath, there's some really good stem colors on some of these plants. So I'm looking forward to what they will do as they mature. Now, this is a bit of a live video and I am making a few verbal mistakes, but as a daily podcast, or a daily stream video for the Paul Plant Horticulture channel here on YouTube, I'm hoping to explore my garden with you and also show you some of the things that I do to encourage my garden, the colors, the form, the shapes, to encourage the wildlife. The thing also about the cordylines I do love is that most of these are not the natives. However, when they flower, I encourage the bees and the other pollinators into the yard. So they are still doing an environmental important role in my garden. So whether it's native or non-native, most of the pollinators don't really care, but they will use your garden for that purpose, getting the nectar, getting the pollen, doing whatever they need to do to survive. So I do encourage cordylines, are a really good and very easy plant in my garden, and I think in your garden too, they would be a wonderful plant to trial. This is my little nursery area, miscellaneous plants I put in here. It's a bit of a complete schmozzle. I kind of know what everything is, where they're placed, what they're doing. But yeah, this is my baby section. And I just walk out of here. Lemon-scented myrtle, great plant. It's actually in a pot. It's been in a pot for about 4 years and it's still doing really, really well. So folks, thank you for joining in on today's video. I will of course be trying to upload a video every single day to provide you with some really good, interesting gardening content. I do hope you like it. Please subscribe, please tick the box that you have enjoyed it, because your feedback is very important. And hopefully also while you watch the show, you'll hear all the cockatoos and the wildlife in my yard as they are thoroughly enjoying the flowering gums right now, which is unusual in autumn, but they're doing it. Okay folks, thank you for watching today.